Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to my YouTube channel, Eric Broadus YouTube. Again, I say welcome to my YouTube channel, Eric Broadus YouTube. And for tonight's topic or video, I'll call this one Military Training Equates to Higher Paying Civilian Jobs. And the reason why I'm bringing up this topic is to possibly, for those of you that are either in the military or considering going in, to consider, which career fields you may want to go in, or even if it's a career field that may not necessarily be translatable to the civilian side. There still may be certain skills that you can learn that you can use on the outside. And what do I mean by some of those skills? Or say in MOS, which is Military Occupational Specialty, the Air Force will call it Air Force Specialty, and the Navy and the Coast Guard calls it a rate, and the Marines obviously calls it Military Occupational Specialty. But basically, it is a career field, and so that is how the military classifies, each specific career field. Whether you're a cook, an IT specialist, whether you're a military police, whether you're a load master, a gunner. That's how they classify it. But for career fields, say that may not be translatable on a civilian side or civilian counterpart, such as say maybe infantry or maybe even a machine gunner. There are still certain skills or attributes that you can draw and take with you from those particular jobs in the military. And what do I mean? Infantry, obviously, there's leadership skills, the go-getter, attitude, and there are different things that you could learn. I mean, probably with infantry, maybe if you meet the age requirements and you can pass law enforcement's tests in their physical exams, that can convert over. You can take some of those skills anywhere from the police department to possibly maybe the FBI, CIA. I mean, obviously in those particular cases, you're still obviously going to have to learn specific skill sets from those civilian agencies, but you can still take something from career fields in the military that are not necessarily translatable. So you can still learn some valuable skills, and you can use those skills that you've learned on the outside. Now, for career fields that are translatable, I mean, you have everything from what do you have? Cyber ops specialists, and the salary range, if you're working for Lockheed Martin, ranges between 102 to 111,000. You have other career fields as obviously mechanics, which that is a trade, so you can get all your licenses and certifications while you are in the armed forces, and then you should be able to convert that, and put that on your resume and be able to get if you go to federal government, maybe I would say wage grade, be a wage grade employee, or if you can get the capital or get the loan, maybe you might want to go into be a contractor. In terms of the trades, mechanics, electricians, these are all career fields, that are in the military, because obviously you have vehicles in the military. You're going to need, obviously electricity, for whether you're staying at a base or whether you're mobilizing on a deployment. So, consider for those of you that are in, consider, what your skill set is and all the skills and the training that you've gained, and see what it converts to or translates to on the outside. Now, for those of you that are considering going in, maybe things may not be so hot on the outside, and maybe you need either a start in a career, or maybe you need a change. The military is definitely one of the best places to get some free training, and also to update your skills, and also get an education, to include college degrees. So consider that. What else are some of the other careers? Obviously, I said military police. For the Navy, I believe it would be a Master at Arms. For the Air Force, it's going to be security forces. And so obviously that's the police force that's in the military. So the skills that you learn as a military police officer, you can use those skills, and that is convertible on the outside to law enforcement. So this is definitely another opportunity to take advantage of training, and to make the most of the opportunities that are afforded you, should you decide to join the armed forces, or if you're already in it. Definitely I would say ITs. ITs are obviously a skill in a career field that is definitely needed on the outside, and it does pay. But in the military, that's an excellent way for you to get paid, and also get the military to pay for your training and certifications, and as an IT. And then when you come out, you'll have options. ITs are obviously always going to be in demand and needed. I know some guys when I used to work for the federal government that were in the military, and they learned the IT skills in the military, and when they came out, they got pretty high paying jobs, some civilian, some for the federal government. But if you really think about it, you have to give Uncle Sam, say, maybe a certain commitment of so many years, obviously, in exchange to get this training for free. But once you finish your commitment and you've served and you get out, you can take that knowledge and the certifications or the degrees, whatever it is that you've accumulated while you are in the military, and take that to the civilian side and get a higher paying paying job. I mean, there are countless career fields in the armed forces that you can do, and you can get higher paying jobs on the outside. Geospatial intelligence imagery analyst. Okay, what I'm saying? Now, what would that probably convert to on the outside? Let's see. Well, on the outside, the average salary for a geospatial intelligence imagery analyst is $71,000. It says $71,694. So say roughly $72,000. So I mean, and obviously, you can definitely go to civilian corporations that have government contracts, or you can go to not just Lockheed Martin, or I'm trying to think, what's the other one? I can't think of it, Halliburton, stuff. There are others, McDonnell Douglas, but you also have companies, such as Apple, Facebook, Google, where you can that pay, saying really well for these particular skill sets. But you get your training in the military for free in exchange for a time commitment. That's the key. But I mean, if you really look at it, I mean, what would you rather do? Would you rather pay a whole bunch of I'm saying if you don't have it, would you rather have to go into debt to pay a whole bunch of money to get training when you can go into the military, get them to pay for the schooling, and you get on the job, hands on as well, and plus, you're receiving a paycheck at least every 2 weeks to monthly. So it's something to consider. What are some of the other career fields that they have in the military? Satellite communication system operator or maintainer. Basically, fixing and maintaining, the satellites, or basically it's comm. So I mean that's another critical career field in satellite communications. Especially with AI and all this high tech. People need to communicate. Systems need to communicate. So you got countless companies that are going to need communications, and systems operators, or that maintain these systems, So consider that. Let's look at let's see, for those of you that may want to go into the FBI or CIA. Okay, in the military, the Army calls it, for like your criminal and investigators, it's called CID. Which is the equivalent of your FBI or CIA on the outside, your intelligence agencies, So it's CID in the Army. In the Navy and the Marines, it's going to be NCIS, So that's their criminal investigative services, The Air Force is OSI, Air Force, Office of Special Investigations, And obviously for the Coast Guard, it pretty much is going to be the same along with the Navy and Marine Corps. But pretty much, if you enjoy, this type of work, you can take that training, and as long as you meet the like I said, don't exceed the age limit, you can go into law enforcement or the FBI or CIA, so long as you can maintain or keep your top secret security clearances, and I think the FBI or the CIA, they may still do their own background check, but in some cases, if you have already gotten a top secret security clearance from the United States government already, they may transfer that over to that civilian agency. I am not quite sure on that, but either way, if you can gain a top secret clearance, in the military, obviously you really shouldn't have much to worry about, because you have a clean record and you don't have anything that's really incriminating in your background, But these are some of the career fields where you get the military training, for free in exchange for a time commitment. Time is money, so the military gets your time. In exchange, they pay you, and they pay for your schooling and they give you OJT, on the job training, in these career fields. And there obviously are other career fields, obviously counterintelligence agents, that's all going to fall under special agents, CIA, NSA, so if that's your thing, this may be another pathway for you to get the training that you need for free. All you have to do is just give these branches of service a specific time of commitment and serve honorably, and it'll give you a leg up over your civilian counterparts. Remember, if you get out with an honorable discharge, honorable obviously it's always the best, but you get a 5 to 10 point preference. So it'll give you your leg up, and that looks good on your resume. Technical engineers, what I'm saying, another specialty, let's see, what do we have? Military, private contractors, and these are some of the guys that may come from special forces or from infantry. But pretty much the average salary for a private military contractor is like 15 to 22,000, per month. That's for these guys working for Blackwater or other contracting agencies. So something to consider. and you receive your training, from the military for free, or for your time, but you come out, it will give you a huge advantage, and you can just basically like kind of catapult, from there. It's kind of like pushing you off a springboard, so for those of you that may not, you may not have, a lot of money, and you may be looking, trying to figure out a way how to get, certain skills, so you could springboard into a career field, or maybe you want to leap, into a business, but you need the knowledge and the training. This is a way. Air traffic control is another one. It pays high, on the outside, obviously, so long as you can, cut the hours in the schedule. But, these are things to think about, get if you go into the military and things on the civilian side. I guess it depends what career field or job you're getting, but when it's kind of like rough on the outside, a lot of people shoot to go into the armed forces because at least they can get a paycheck, get three square meals, room and board, and also they get a career field and they get specialized training. So this is something to consider. Get all the training you can. Also, if you want to get your education, go on in, and serve honorably, get your degrees, get them done. And even when you come out, you have veteran affairs benefits, and you have education benefits, your VA home loan, you have VA educational benefits. And then if those expire, for some that may use voc rehab benefits. So there's a host, of different perks to serving in the military. The key thing is to, come out honorably, guys. And that's what, ladies, I'm talking to you too. Come out honorably, but just something to think about. I won't make this video no longer than what it has to be, but yes, military training, equates to higher civilian salaries. Consider that. I'm just giving you some things to think about, and also a potential way to boost your career and to get maybe the specialized training, or to get a jump, on what it is that you need. It's just another avenue, guys. Always have more than one option in your toolkit or in your tool bag, so that way, if one thing doesn't work, you can always go to something else. And granted, the military may not be for everybody, but it is for somebody. But that's all I have on this particular video. And thanks, guys, for watching, and thanks for spending time. I really appreciate it. Thank you to all my subscribers. Please, share my YouTube channel. Push the video, share the videos, please. Eric Broadus YouTube. That's EricBroadus YouTube, or ericbroadusyoutube.com. And also, please subscribe. Smash that bell to subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button, to like the video, leave comments. And if you don't like it, smash the unlike button and leave a comment. Also, everyone is entitled to their opinion and has a right to be heard. And also, please subscribe to my podcast, Snacks Thoughts. That's SNAKZTHOUGHTS, Snacks Thoughts. And you can find my podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Spreaker, Radio PPM, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, and a host of other social media platforms. So please share both Snacks Thoughts and Eric Broadus YouTube. And I will share a link on courses I will be teaching at Skillshare.com, on how to succeed in the military for those that are interested. So I will leave my affiliate link. And so if you choose to join, please come on over there and, soak up that knowledge. Knowledge is power. All right, guys, be safe and have a good weekend. Peace.